Shira 7. Okay, I'm back real quick. Um, I just want to put another thing out there about like all this stuff in the media, all this negative things in the media, all this negativity, all these issues every couple of months, every month there's an issue, this and that. What happened to Ebola? Did it just disappear? Or was that something to keep our vibrations low and our fear high? Now, I've talked about this in one of my other videos about raising frequencies and lowering frequencies in order to travel through portals and break it's being able to travel outside of the earth or inside of the earth. I know y'all are like, okay, what is she talking about? I have a video called something about the Bermuda Triangle and portals, if y'all can go find it. If I can link it below, if I remember, I will. But there are beings, there are scientists, yes, it's there already, okay? So it's not conspiracy theory anymore, okay? The frequencies of the earth, which means the collective frequency of the people, has to be on a certain level for certain things to be able to pass through or open. These portals or these things that people have to go through are underwater, underground, and in the atmosphere, in the air. Okay? So whenever they need to leave or go under or open up something, they have to create something in the media to get the people's vibrations lowered and angry and fear. Okay, they have to do this, because a lot of these entities and beings and dimensional beings, they feed off of this energy, and they're like, okay, look, if y'all want to go here and go there, we need to get fed. Okay, and they'll be like, okay, so let's create this crap and put it on the news and get all these people riled up and lower their frequency so the frequency of the earth can be lowered so these people can eat, these people can feed, and then we can go do what we need to do. We need to get to Mars, y'all. Orion just went to Mars this morning, or on its way to Mars, or whatever, or tests, whatever. It left the atmosphere, okay? It wasn't supposed to do that because the frequencies were so low on Earth. Remember last time it blew up when they were trying to launch that rocket? When the Ebola scare came out? They were trying to launch the rocket during the Ebola scare, that nobody was taking that stuff serious enough, right? They weren't angry enough. They weren't scared enough. So they're like, nope, not going to do. Psh, explode, rocket, bye. But then you take something very sensitive like racial issues and abuse from the police, and you get everybody mad. You get everybody mad in this area where you need to leave. You get everybody pissed off, and lower that frequency and increase that fear, and then you can leave the atmosphere. They left, and they're trying to build stuff on Mars now. They're trying to get out. They're trying to leave this planet. They're trying to leave us behind with the mess that they made. Thanks a lot. But anyway, enough of that. But really, what I'm saying is, if you feed into that, you're feeding lower entities. Y'all remember that video I made about how there are certain beings that feed off of energy, of lower vibrational beings? It's the same thing, as above, so below. They can do it here and in the astral plane as well. So, like, if you get upset and you get too mad and you're emotionally involved in this, then you're feeding them. And when I say you're feeding them, that means your life vitality, your youth, your glow, your energy, your vital essence is being given to them. I mean, why do you think certain people have lived to a certain age? I mean, think about this. How old is some of these higher up people? They're like in 93, 97, and they're old. They're old. And I'm talking about like the families that run the world, if y'all know what I mean. I was trying to tell y'all in one of my other videos how to maintain your youth and how to maintain your energy in the astral plane. And these people just suck energy anywhere they can. Astral plane, 3D earth, real earth, out of the media. Like your TVs transmit energy. The liquid crystal screens are amplifiers. You know, crystals are vibrating energy. Okay, so now you have the LCD, liquid crystal display, in your living room, and this makes the message even more powerful in sucking your energy. But I don't have a TV in my room. I don't have nothing in my room. I don't even have a radio. All I have is my computer, and I close that thing down. You know, I don't have anything in my room. I close my door. You know, I don't have any type of. I have a TV in my living room and one upstairs. I don't even watch it except for the shows that I like. And I'll watch CNN every once in a while when I'm walking through because my husband's watching it. But I don't sit there and let that steal my energy. I want to stay vital. But I do see and I do hear, and from a distance, like in any situation, if you step back from the situation, out of the crowd, if you stand back, you can see things that other people can't. You can see the bigger picture. You know, if you're not in it, if you're not wrapped up in it, if you're not just in, you know, emotionally involved in it, and you can watch it from a distance, you'll start to see, like, that's why I put out that esoteric video about the names. Like, that's what I saw. I saw, you know, these names have something in common, you know. Let's go look this up. I'm not looking at what they did. I'm not looking at how they did it. I'm not looking at why they did it. I'm looking at the message that is being sent through the LCD to everybody in this who's watching it. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the message. Not the messengers, but the message. Okay. So, a lot of people can't help but to get sucked in. And when you get sucked in, it's hard to come out. Now, I can view things from different perspectives. I can say, okay, what if this was, you know, something that I want to become emotionally involved about? How would I feel? What good is it gonna do? How am I gonna benefit from it? How are other people gonna benefit from it? I don't know. So I step back and I look and I say, okay, how can people benefit from the esoteric knowledge that I can give them about what I'm seeing? Is it going to help them emotionally? Is it going to help the people who have been sucked in? So that's what I try to do. You know, I don't try to judge the situation. I know murder is murder. I know wrong is wrong. Hell, the whole reason behind it is to lower the vibration. In order to lower vibration, you have to have some type of injustice, some type of anger, and some type of fear. So of course, the person is not going to get indicted. Of course, that's not going to happen. Okay? They want you angry. They don't want you happy. They don't want you celebrating and popping bottles and celebrating and shaking hands and hugging one another. They don't want that. They want you arguing. They want you fighting on the internet. They want you doing that. They want you creating friction because that's what they feed off of. And when I say feed, I don't mean like sit in the corner and rub their hands and look at these people. I mean feed. I mean energy. I mean that's how they stay young. That's how they live so long. That's how they eat. Okay? I'm not talking about just laughing at silly, stupid, broke, poor people. I'm talking about feeding off their energy like vampires. Okay? Believe me. There are certain people who, you know, there are certain people who remain young or young looking or vital or healthy for too damn long. And you're like, what the hell is wrong with these people? Are they aliens? Are they vampires or something? You know, a lot of people have certain DNA in their body and that feeds off of energy. Okay? You might have it. I might have it. I think I do have it. But I'm saying there's people who take advantage of it and they're greedy for it. Okay? On certain levels, and they're trying. Who knows what they're doing? Who knows why they need this energy? Who knows what type of people or things that they're growing under there? Who knows? You know, I mean, you don't know, and I don't know. Okay, but I'm saying is they're stealing your energy. And a lot of people will say blood sacrifices. Yeah, that's energy too. So I don't mean to scare y'all any further or whatever, because I'm not trying to speak. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid of anything. Nothing. Why? The only thing that I'm really, truly, truly afraid of, a lot of people say you don't get attached to anything in this world because it's only temporary. The only thing I would ever fear is something happening to my kids. But that's it. That's every mother's fear, right? But other than that, I don't fear anything. Like, I don't. I really don't. And the reason I don't fear anything is because I know one thing. Fearing things does not help anything. If I'm afraid of heights and I never climb a mountain, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to die, falling off of a bridge. So what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter what you're afraid of. Everybody dies. And most people are only afraid of things because they lead to death. And people are afraid of dying. If you're not afraid of dying, this is it, y'all. If you're not afraid of dying because you understand what there is after this life, and I'm not talking about heaven. I'm talking about how energy never dies. And how, like, if you're really into deep metaphysics and deep esoteric knowledge, you already know that you can take what you have learned with you and go somewhere else and live another life or go to another place. Consciously, you control it. Okay. If you study, you'll know this. So if you're not afraid to die, it's because you have this knowledge. And a lot of people will stand up for what they truly believe in because they don't fear death. And then a lot of people fear death. So they fear everything else. They fear losing. They fear this, they fear that. And as a woman, as a mother, I'm the protector of my children. But I know that my husband will kill for us and our children and get us justice. I know he will do that. And like those people on TV who lost their children and are just sitting there. No. No, like, I don't know if it's I don't know if they've been paid to stay calm and not seek anything. But that could be the only way for a mother to not seek revenge, or a father. I mean, I'm saying this. I was a former, okay, I keep saying this. I used to be a mortician. Yeah, everybody knows that. And people will say, oh, well, killing someone or hurting someone is not going to make you feel better about losing your child and da-da-da-da-da. Let me tell you something. You're right. Killing somebody and hurting somebody and shooting somebody is not going to help you get over your child's death. But do you know how, like, when one of those people actually do get indicted and they do go to prison, and instead of getting the death penalty, they're put in with the main population, and those people torture that person daily, hurt them daily, make them wish they were dead? That's revenge. Not killing somebody. Not because that's over too quick. When you get someone and torture them, look, I'm getting all morbid now and sinister. When you get someone and torture them, that feels good. And I'm not playing. Like, seriously, in a long time ago, in the olden days, they used to torture people. Why? Because it felt good. It felt good to the person who who got done wrong. And killing somebody real quick with a bullet, that's too quick. You know, when you're tortured, they can experience, you know, the physical pain and the emotional pain that you've experienced from your loss, at least a little bit, you know. That's how I believe. If I was gonna seek revenge on somebody, I would have to like torture them. I'm sorry. It's just my dark side. Whatever. Yes, I have a dark side. Y'all know that. Anyway. I do have a dark side, y'all. When I was a kid, I know this is off subject. Oh well. Ooh, when I was a kid, I had a dark side. I used to write ways to torture people. I used to dream about torturing people. Why? I think I did in a past life. Seriously. I think I tortured people in a past life. Or something. I did something with bodies that was not nice. Because I remember this. We would play games like me and my brother and my best friend would play games. We'd be like, what would be the best way to torture someone? Like whoever comes up with the worst torture and the most painful torture wins. I would always win. I would always win because I would get into detail. I would be like, okay, I'm not going to go there. But you know what I mean. That type of revenge does feel good. I don't care. People will say, oh, you should not seek revenge. You should leave it up to karma or up to God or blah. What if you think you are God and you get the chance to bring about revenge upon this person? Would you do it? I mean, think about it. If someone killed your child and you had them sitting in your living room tied up, what would you do? You know? I don't know. I'd have some fun though, I know that. No, honestly, I would, because I asked my children. Look, I got their permission already. Look. This is how I think, y'all. We act silly at home and we just talk about weird stuff. I said, Layla, if somebody killed you or murdered you, would you want me to kill that person and get revenge? And she said, yeah. I said, well, how should I do it? She said, I don't know. I said, should I kill them real quick or should I slowly torture them? She said, slowly torture them. I said, really? She said, mm-hmm. I said, I have your permission? She said, mm-hmm. And then she thinks about it. She goes, no, don't do that. I'm like, why? And she says, well, I don't know. I said, well, why? You don't want me to? She said, because I don't want you to go to jail because I love you. I said, oh, you're so sweet. And I said, well, you know what? I said, I wouldn't mind going to jail for you because I love you more. And she said, okay, mommy. So she gave me permission, y'all. But at least her thought was unselfish towards me. It wasn't about the person's life because she could care less if somebody murdered her about their life. She was worried about me going to jail. Oh, that's so sweet. Anyway. I know I'm rambling now. I'm going to go. I've drank too much coffee and revealed too much about myself. All right, y'all. Peace.